Welcome back with more news. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Be sure to hit that subscribe button because the event vehicles, they should be out for you to get if you've been keeping up with your tasks. And if you haven't, let's find out if all that effort is really worth it. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's first talking about the E.B.R. This one is probably the most hyped about as it's a very well-known vehicle. Probably shouldn't have been an event vehicle, but regardless, if this is what you've been grinding for, I think that your efforts will have paid off. This is a fantastic vehicle capable of a lot. Simply put, it's kind of like a French Hellcat, a lately armored fast vehicle with a very good gun. Now, of course, there's actually some differences than the regular Hellcat. No 50 cal, but you do have an autoloader with 12 rounds in the chamber. You're also not an open top, though many vehicles can still kill you, only have about 20 millimeters of armor. 40 in the front of the turret, though. But this lack of armor leads to your arch nemesis being, of course, the Whirlwind and other spags, like the R3. But if you're quick and spot them first and get the first shot off, more likely than not, you'll come out victorious, allowing you to go in further and strike the enemy team from the side or even from behind. The main gun penetrates over 180 millimeters, which is rather strong for a 4.7, used to be 4.3 tank. Despite this amazing penetration, I still for some reason have a really hard time penetrating the KV-1Cs, despite them only being 100 millimeters thick armor. But just about everything else you're going to go right through, especially in a down tier. 3-7 things have no chance against you, unless they're a Whirlwind or a plane. But even in an up tier, you can dominate the arena quite well with your speed and gun. Though it's also entirely possible that you can do that because people who play German at 5.3 and 5.7 aren't exactly the smartest. But because of its great performance, there's been a lot of talk of it having a higher battle rating. It does have the same gun as the AMX-13, and would assumedly be able to fire the shell that can penetrate 202 millimeters, the APCBC shell, that the same one on the 4.7 Super Sherman, I think they call it, the well-known one in the French tree. And as I said earlier, it had already gone up in battle rating. Somebody had thought it would be a good idea to put the thing at 4.3. Now it's 4.7, but that doesn't really matter because France didn't have any 4.3s, so everyone took the 4.7 anyways. But honestly, I could see you taking this thing to 5.7 and doing well. Now it seems Gaijin has been bitten by the bug, so every time they add new things to the game, there has to be something wrong with it. And for the E.B.R, there was something majorly wrong with it. When it was first added to the game, like the first day, for whatever reason, it was capable of phasing through things, most notably tank traps, but quite a few other things as well. It also was able to climb. This resulted in the vehicle very easily being able to exit the map, as well as do other weird things. I want to release a video with no narration of just weird things the E.B.R could do. But besides those bugs that were unfortunately fixed quite fast, it still has an issue with traction. It gets really slow in snow and sand, and generally off-road it's quite slow. And one of the main features of the E.B.R, the retractable metal wheels in the center, they don't retract, and Gaijin seems to not understand the concept of them being made out of metal as they go flat like the regular tires. But regardless of whether or not it's modeled correctly in game, it currently is quite a capable vehicle that is definitely going to be spammed when everyone gets one, which is probably when you're watching this video. So here's some ideas on how to defeat the thing. Because hull break has been changed to the point where AP rounds no longer cause a hull break, and because of the low tier heat rounds are kind of garbage, I would say if you are a regular tank, do your best to avoid these, as most of your AP HE is going to fly right through it. You could load a few heat rounds, as I said. However, a better option is to take out a Whirlwind or an R3, maybe even an Ostwind, and go counter it in the typical flanking areas on a map. That's how I used to take care of Hellcats before hull break was added. If you are in a usual tank and you happen to run across one of these things, keep a few things in mind. Shooting the driver may not stop the vehicle as it actually has two drivers. The ammo is, like all AMX turrets, stored in the back for the autoloader, so that's the best place to try to ammo rack it from. And while the hull armor may only be 20 millimeters from the front, a 50 caliber bullet will not be able to penetrate it, unless you do from the top in an aircraft. However, you can still do so from the sides, as those are only 15 millimeters. So that's about everything that I think I need to tell you about the vehicle. If you enjoyed it, be sure to tell me down below, and whether or not I should make another one for the Italian plane, or maybe even the Japanese boat. I want to keep this one nice and short so it's easy to digest. So before I end this, first I'd like my amazing YouTube members, patrons, and Twitch subs, who are also the coolest people on the planet. This is a fact. If you also want to be the coolest person on the planet, be sure to look down below. There should be links to everything. But if you have any comments, questions, or concerns about this video, you can hit me up down below or in my Discord. If you've liked the video, be sure to hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, don't hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I make War Thunder weekly news videos every Friday. I like to stream on Saturdays, and I happen to upload videos a little bit randomly throughout the week, so be sure to hit the bell icon to be notified anytime I upload anything. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. In the terms of bonus news, guess what you guys got for Christmas? I got beans.